Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I'm Kelly Stewart, joined by Teddy Covers and Ralph Michaels. We're doing a little bit of preseason top 25 for college football right now, and my favorite thing before this video started goes, hey, Ralph goes, don't tell Johnny to put this on any Texas message boards because I'm down on Texas, and I'm like, really? Me too. So I'm gonna start with Ralph. Teddy, you can be next. Ralph, tell me why you're down on Texas.
Well, you know, I don't know if I'm down on Texas, but relative to all the other hype they're getting, I'm certainly down. You know, I think almost everyone has them picked second in the Big 12. I have them picked fourth. And I look at Texas, and they got a lot of hype last year, you know, beating Oklahoma and then playing well in the championship game. I discount the bowl game because that's Georgia having an SEC championship loss, which was 2 losses. Same thing with Michigan. We talked Florida beating Michigan. Michigan lost to Ohio State. So those bowl games to those kids, they're not competitive. They're very one-sided.
At some point, it's a very just emotional letdown spot.
But, you know, Texas was a team that had 14 returning starters last year, and they went 10-4. Well, that Texas team that went 10-4 got outgained in Big 12 play. You don't look at Big 12, you don't look at 10-win teams and think that they got outgained. This year, 8 returning starters, the fewest in college football. 5 on the offense, 3 on the defense. Well, everyone, again, Sam Ehlinger, could be a Heisman guy. Well, with their 14 starters last year, he completed 65% with a 25-5 ratio. How much better can he get from those numbers to take him to the next level? I think Baylor is greatly improved. I think Iowa State is greatly improved. I have Iowa State second. They have to they end their season at Iowa State, at Baylor, back-to-back weeks, and then Texas Tech at home. When you have to play the 2 teams that I have bunched in the same category with you both on the road, that's a negative as far as the scheduling is concerned. I have Texas under the win total, and I have them in that 8 or 9 win range.
Teddy, I think Tom Herman's a great coach. I loved him when he was at Houston. I thought it was a good hire for Texas, but each and every year this Texas team's overhyped. And I'm talking each and every year since I've followed them, let's call it, when did Vince Young play for them? When they joined the Big 12, when the Big 12 came together. This is a Texas team that is loaded with talent. They get some of the best kids out of the state, but consistently, they just don't meet that level of expectation that everybody has for them.
They won 10 games last year. Under Tom Herman, they have exceeded expectations. They've gone over their win total.
Yes.
Okay.
Last year.
So expectation-wise, well, it's a start. Now, one thing I'm going to completely agree with you about is the overreaction to bowl games. Okay, we see it happen in the markets and particularly in the mainstream media. They're going to say, well, so-and-so beat so-and-so in the bowl, and that's meaningful the next year. Why?
Yeah, especially when you lose 14 starters. How's that meaningful?
It's not meaningful in any way. Oh, they have positive momentum because they won some games down the stretch last year. Okay, why? You know, I don't buy any of that. That is talking head nonsense, which there is plenty of in this industry. We like Tom Herman as an underdog. I don't know how many times we're going to see him as a dog. If you see Herman as a dog.
Learn from Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Ohio State with Urban Meyer as a dog outright was incrable. Sure. Same thing. And he has that philosophy. Yes.
I mean, his track record as a dog actually goes back to his coordinator days at Iowa State before he got to Columbus under Meyer, before he went to Houston, before he went to Texas. It's that long. It's a track record that, I mean, I bet it automatically.
He's going to be a dog, what, 2 times this year?
Maybe.
LSU?
Well,
Oklahoma,
if they struggle, and if Iowa State, and
I think Iowa State might be a favorite, but again, that's November, so a lot happens.
But from a point spread, I don't care how many games Texas is going to win. All right, from a point spread perspective, the teams with the very fewest returning starters get very little respect in the markets. And if Texas, again, what do you say, 8 starters, the fewest in college football supposedly, and again, these numbers. All the returning starter numbers in my mind are dicey because how many guys played 6 games? How many played 5? How many played 2? They're all, be aware of your sources. But it's not like Texas doesn't have talent. It's not like they don't have depth. You talked about the recruiting classes. And Herman's a coach who I trust to have them ready. So if they only have 8 returning starters and they're actually good, you might make money with the Longhorns in September because the markets aren't where they should be on Texas right away. And this program is a program that is capable of reloading, not rebuilding.
Ralph, you have the final word.
I think I like LSU against them. LSU's another team I have very high. So unfortunately, Texas is running against another team that I think is very much improved. So, that's the problem. So like I said, I completely agree with you that a lot of times people overreact to the number of returning starters based on with the point spreads, and their up-downs are too low. And you have to be very careful when you have quality teams, because on the reverse side, when San Jose has 19 returning starters, well, those are 19 kids that won 2 games.
Yeah.
So those 19 starters aren't relative, or they're not going to improve that much more. So,
but in a smaller conference, at smaller schools, if you have a good program this year at wherever, Buffalo, and they got a bunch of starters back, guess what? Then you see what happens last year in Buffalo, and that's a good team.
Yes.
So in the smaller conferences, it matters a lot more, the returning
no
starters.
question. Yeah, you have top 10 recruiting classes, and you get 4 kids that are automatically playing as well as your starters were. Completely agree.
All right, great stuff, guys. WagerTalk Text Club is 100% free. Just text WagerTalk to 33222 to get a $10 coupon for signing up, plus free picks and other special offers.